What up, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in. Just an FYI, this is going to be a vlog episode that consists of 3 days. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So, yeah. Hope you got some refreshments or something. Let's get into this. What up, guys? It's your boy Bioguy here, and welcome to another episode of my dissertation vlog series. So today is Monday, September 24th. So we officially have 1 week until I have to turn in my dissertation to my committee. So we're getting close to that deadline, you guys. I'm actually both excited and kind of nervous, I guess, because I'm excited that this hard part is almost over. Hopefully this is the hardest part. But like at the same time, I'm kind of nervous if I have like another week like I did similar to this weekend, and that I end up procrastinating all week and I don't get anything done until like the last possible minute. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we can have a productive week, get stuff done, and hopefully turn this dissertation in early so we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, it's 8:12 now, so I'm about to head up to the lab. I actually almost overslept this morning. I woke up at like 7:25 or like 7:30. And I pretty much jumped out of bed and had to take my daughter to school because like she has to be at school at 7:50. And the drive to her school is at least about 10 to 15 minutes, but sometimes with traffic it can take like 20 minutes. But thankfully like she got to school on time and everybody was okay. But I had to run home and like brush my teeth and freshen up because I pretty much just like threw some clothes on and ran out the door. But yeah, let's head up to the lab now, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so it's 1:07. I was able to make my slides for my individual discussion later today. That's going to take place at 3 o'clock. So now I'm going to get me something to eat and then head back here, and I should be able to get some writing done today, which is good. I got literally nothing else to do today, so I can focus on writing. Also, an FYI guys, in case you were wondering, I normally don't eat out as much. I normally like bring food from home, or I cook food, or I meal prep. But it's just with this dissertation writing, it's just like, I haven't had time. So I just either find like real cheap food that I can get for takeout, or I'll just go through lunch and not eat anything. I really hate eating out because I hate spending money, but at the same time, I don't want to starve myself to death either, but yeah. All right, see you guys later. All right guys, got out of that meeting. Thankfully it didn't last that long, only lasted for like an hour and a half, so we got out at 5. I'm actually real fired up tonight to get this writing going. So I kind of noticed that like every couple days I take off, I get real like fired up to do writing. Like I get energized to do writing if I take like 2 days off from it or something like that. I guess that's one of the reasons why you're supposed to write your dissertation throughout your entire PhD versus like towards the end of it. But like I said, who really does that? Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, it's 10:24, back at the lab, about to get some writing in. Now, here's a dilemma that I'm having right now, and it sounds funny, but it actually is gonna make the difference whether I'll be productive tonight or not, possibly. I have no idea where I want to write at. Like, I literally have no idea where I want to sit down and write at. I can go back to my office now, but I kind of, I'm not feeling it for some reason. I'm not feeling right in the office tonight. Right now I'm in the library, which I thought would be a good place, but it's so flipping cold in here. Like, and I can't be cold when I'm writing. Like, that's gonna drive me nuts. I don't wanna walk to the library because it's like roughly 5 minutes, and plus they're gonna close in like maybe an hour and a half. So there's no point of doing that. So let me see if I can scout out a couple places and see if I can find a place to write. Should I work in my old desk, even though 2 unproductive days that came here? These are actually 2 desks outside my boss's or one of my advisors' office. But once again, it's real cold in here and I don't do cold. This small room seems nice. It's a little bit bigger than I want, but like there's nobody in here and all I gotta do is shut the blinds. So should I go in here? All right, decided to give the old office another try. So I'm a guy that likes to kind of break streets or make streets or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. But got my kit start ready. 10:46 on the clock. let's get into this. Guess what would help if I actually have my thumb drive. Alright, now let's get into this. If this thing does not stop, dude. Alright, 2.5 hours down. Got like 2 pages down. And I believe I'm, what, like 75% done my introduction? Maybe less than that. But I'm feeling pretty good. I think I can actually get this introduction done tonight, which would be sweet. The bad news is it's probably going to take me like another 2 hours to finish it, knowing me and my writing speed. So man, I'm probably not going to get out here till 3 o'clock. Okay, part of me wants to keep going, but it's like almost 3 o'clock. But guys, I got to page 85, and my introduction is pretty much about done. Basically, I just had to put in one more paragraph, and that should be it. I was tempted to stay and work on that paragraph, but I figure it's already 3 o'clock. I gotta be up in like 4 hours anyway, so it's better for me to go home, get some rest, and that way I can get fired up tomorrow morning and craft this. Hopefully by tomorrow, if everything goes well, I can get through with the discussion session of chapter 3 as well, and that'll be it. And I can just go through this dissertation, tweak or adjust the little things, such as references, the table of contents, and all the preliminary pages. Just go through that. It was a good day today, guys. Not bad. Hopefully we can keep up this throughout the entire week, and we should definitely get done with this dissertation before next Monday when I will have to send it. So that's my goal, is to get this done. If I didn't get this done Friday, I'll be pumped. So that'll be great. So that way I won't have to worry about working on it this weekend. But anyway, I'm about to go to bed. Well, I'm about to go home first and then go to bed, but you guys get the point. Until next time, peace! So today is Tuesday, September 25th, and right now I'm actually just parked across campus. So previously, the last 2 Wednesdays, you guys have seen me in another office. I have a second office across campus where my home department is. And in an effort to make sure I get my dissertation done without any distractions whatsoever, both that are caused by me or by other people, I'm going to pretty much go MIA and work on this side of campus and do nothing but write. It will put me away from lab agendas, away from experiments, and give me some nice quiet time to write. But enough talk. I got my coffee. FYI, this was just something random I thought of. Like, to me, working in coffee shops, low-key, some of the worst place to work, at least in my opinion. I mean, think about it. You're working with all the coffee machines going, so you got constant noise at the whole time. Maybe some people work better with a background noise or background ambient noise, but me, not too much. But I don't know, just something random that I thought of. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this day started. Well, that backfired. Let me show you guys this email I just got. Do you remember how I'm in a new lab and that eventually our old lab is going to get moved into that new lab? Well, I just got an email just now saying that we have to be at that lab at 2 o'clock to help move. So man, I pretty much low-key only have about 3 hours to write. That might be okay though, because it might actually push me more to get stuff done. Alright, this discussion portion for chapter 3 can be a little bit tricky. Pretty much with a discussion, you can expand on it too much or expand on it not enough, or it just doesn't make sense entirely. Like I know when I submitted my publication and got reviews back the first time around, one of the reviewers coming was the discussion session was uninspiring. I was like, that kind of hurts. So I'm thinking I'm going to actually jot down an outline before I get started. That might help me a little bit. Alright, that's a rough outline, but let's see how that goes. Yo, what is going on? my goodness. Okay, boom, boom. No, don't do that. Alright, so it's 12:30. So this is like one thing that I hate about this dissertation writing. So when I was going back and like modifying some of my tests like earlier in the manuscript, it was shifting like my figures like all over the place. It was getting a little frustrating because like your figures, they have to be their own separate pages. And so when I go back and modify the text, like there'll be text overlapping to the next page with the figure. I thought I was doing it right, but I don't know how to format it to the point where that figure stays on the page by itself. So basically, I was going back trying to adjust everything, and I just got to the point where I just said, screw it, I'll adjust it when it gets to that point towards the end. But anyway, got 3 pages written. That put me up to page 87. Not too bad in 3.5 hours of writing. And I think that my discussion is a little bit over halfway done. I have about 2 more lengthy paragraphs to write, and I definitely think we can get that done today. I'm not trying to stay late again tonight. I already stayed late, what was it, like 3 nights in a row so far. So I want to give myself a break tonight so I don't end up getting drained again later this week. So yeah, that's the plan. Get this discussion finished tonight. But I'm about to go around and get me some food, and I guess get ready for this big lab move. Look at all this crap, man. You ain't got no room to put anything. Oh my gosh. Oh, what's up, guys? So yeah, sorry I haven't been vlogging today. Like, pretty much like you guys saw the mess. Like that's pretty much been my day for like the last day and a half. I think now I'm pretty much just gonna combine, like, I guess it's 3 days now into one vlog. I didn't get time to edit the vlog from Monday or Tuesday, and then both of those vlogs are relatively short, so I'm just gonna pull everything into one vlog and probably upload it tomorrow. But yeah, I don't even know where to start with this. There we go. I had to go find my coffee. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. So I'll start with that email, I guess, from what, Tuesday, was it? Yeah, so around 2 o'clock, everybody kind of met up. We started to make the lab move. But the thing was, the previous professor or the previous PI in the lab that we were moving into, all of his stuff didn't get empty. So his stuff was still in there, and we pretty much had to move our stuff into his former lab and combine everything and condense everything. It was just like so much, as you guys saw. And what was frustrating was like some of the stuff had no business still being there. There was some chemicals that were open before I even was born. Like, guys. So yeah, it was a mess. And then I was trying to tell my advisors that it'll be easier. Well, I didn't really tell them, but I like mentioned it like I think probably 2 weeks ago. It'll be easier to clean up the lab that we're moving into first, and then move our stuff in. So that way we get everything cleaned up and we can just move everything in, and it'll be one easy transition. But they tried to do everything at once, and they tried to do it all day yesterday, and they found out that they bit off more than they could chew. So by like at 5:30 yesterday, like everything was a mess. Like half of the stuff was in one lab, half of the stuff was here. And like nobody could pretty much do experiments because everything was all over the place, so it was a mess. Granted, they took us out for beer afterwards because I mean I guess they felt bad, so they grabbed a few of us that were hanging out. It really wasn't a few of us, it was probably about 10 or so people, something like that. But they grabbed us, paid for all our beers and whatnot, so that was good. So after that, I probably hung out to like maybe 9:30 at the bar. And I just went straight home, went to sleep because I was tired from moving stuff around and whatnot. So that was kind of good because I got a good night's sleep. But it was also kind of bad because I didn't get a chance to write yesterday, and I wanted to finish my draft of my dissertation yesterday or Tuesday. And so we pretty much did part 2 today. The lab looks a whole lot better now. It actually looks like a functional lab. Like I see the floor and there's like stuff set up nicely, and it actually starting to look real nice, but man, it was getting ugly, guys. I did end up finding some cool stuff that I kind of kept for myself. So like I found this like really cool like small, it's like the small little tripods that you put on the table. I don't know why I pointed to you guys right there. There's not anything over there. But anyway, it's like this really small like tripod that, like the small tripod stand. I'm gonna have to show you guys, but it's dope. I really needed one of those. And then I just asked around like, hey, do you know if this is yours? Or hey, is this bought by like lab federal funding? And everybody had said no. They just said it was a former lab members. They just left it here. They bought it with their own money. And I was just like, well, I'm finna cop this in. And indeed, I did take it home with me. I'm gonna show you guys tomorrow. I'll remember to show you guys tomorrow, but it's something that I really needed. But yeah, it's 10:23. So the plan is get the draft of the dissertation done. We got like 2 more paragraphs to the discussion to write, and it's a wrap. Then my plan is to spend all day Thursday and all day Friday to fine comb it, polish it, get it nice and pretty, and hopefully send it to my committee on Friday. I know like my deadline is Monday, but if I can get this done Friday, that's gonna be a huge weight off my shoulder. And then once that's submitted, I'm taking a couple days off. Like, I'm gonna just not show up to the lab for like 2 days and just chill and just do me, like just go home, chill, play video games, do some video editing. Like, I'm just gonna take my mind off of lab stuff for a couple days. But yeah, I wanna get this dissertation submitted to my committee Friday afternoon, Saturday at the latest. I think that could be done. I'm real fired up. I'm pretty confident I can get the discussion session done tonight unless something just doesn't click. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Finish this dissertation out on a good note. Guys, 89 pages. And I finally have a full draft of my dissertation. Oh. Chapter 3 is officially done. All my chapters are done. Now the only thing I have to do is spend the next 2 days, go through it, format everything, and it'll be ready to send to my committee. And the good part about it, that it's only 1:48. I probably could have got an hour here like an hour sooner, but like I spent like an hour doing random ordering stuff and lab business, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna actually write down some things that I need to do on a sticky note. So that way I know what I have to do within the next 2 or 3 days. And that way I won't have to backtrack back and forth all the time, and I can kind of organize my thoughts. All right, so boom, that's what I got to do. It looks like it's a lot, but it's not. Like a lot of the stuff is probably gonna take me like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, with the exception of this references formatting right here. That's gonna be a pain. As a matter of fact, I'll probably do all of the other stuff first, since it's gonna take me maybe at most a few hours tomorrow, and then the rest of the time I can focus on formatting the references. Because this reference is gonna suck, guys, because like not only my EndNote is on my other laptop, I have to make sure it formats correctly according to the dissertation office, so they won't take it. So yeah, but guys, it is nice to finally get this dissertation draft nearly finished. I just gotta do a couple more little things. It's almost over. At least hopefully the toughest part is almost over. It's getting a draft, and then like down the road it's just revising. Hopefully the revising's not too difficult, but I heard stories where it could be a pain, but we'll go from there. This has definitely been some journey. 20 plus odd vlog episodes so far. All right, I'm about to go home, get some sleep, and tomorrow get cracking on this, and also edit this vlog because I know it's been 3 days now and I'm starting to run out of memory. So I'll make sure I do that. So see you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah.